Alright, hey everyone, and welcome back to another video from Isaac the Almighty. I've gotten a few requests recently to do a video that's kind of more of a guide to Quan Chi and his gameplay. He is my favorite character, but he really is one of the more complex characters to learn and master for sure. He has three different portals that he can open. They all do three very different things. They last for different time periods. He has a bone cage that it doesn't track. You have to manually place it close, medium, or far on the screen depending on where your opponent is. I definitely think that Serena is his best cameo, although for the purposes of this video and showing you some of his combo creativity, I'll be using not only Serena but other cameos as well. But even for Serena specifically, she has the spell circles that she can put on the ground, and there's just a lot going on the screen when you play this character, and that can be to your benefit because some of it can be disorienting to your opponent, but also for you really need to make sure that you have a good understanding of what it is that he wants to do, where he wants to be on the screen, and where he's strongest, and all of the above. So to get started, I think let's go over his three portals. So the first portal, which is this purple one here, this really just buffs his projectiles. So when you open it, you can do this one, and as you'll see, it kind of just buffs, his basic projectiles. You can also do it vertically. So if you're playing against a character that jumps a lot, or say for instance Natara, who flies around all over the screen, you can definitely have an answer to that. Now what I like to do with this one, which is my favorite, is use this giant skull to, well, really it teleports the opponent close to Quan Chi for a combo. And so you don't even have to wait for the opponent to, be at the right position. You can kind of make this happen with really good spacing. But that is probably one of the most satisfying ways to combo in the game. It's extremely fun, but it's also very potent as well, because this projectile also eats your opponent's projectiles. So if you're kind of in a projectile war, you'll definitely win and also get a combo. I guess I should also mention that you can choose to do it slow, medium, or fast. Most of the time you're always going to want to go with the fastest option, but you'd be surprised. Some of the slow moves are some of the hardest to dodge in a fighting game, so you definitely want to keep that in mind as well. I just started with that one because it's probably the easiest portal to explain. The second one is the green portal, and it's basically a wall. They can't walk past it, and also you can push them all the way full screen. Like you see here, I can't back up any further. They're full screen. So most of the time, and this is kind of annoying, they can't get around this no matter what. But characters like Natara, who can fly extremely high on the screen, can get over it. And sometimes Lee May, if she jumps and then does her little dive kick, I guess she can get over it. But most of the time, there's absolutely nothing you can do. I should mention that this does cost a bar no matter what. If you don't use a bar, the purple portal comes out, and if you spin the bar, you get the green portal. Really not too much to this one. It's really just a get-off-me tool. Quan Chi is probably the best character in the game when it comes to space control. So it's very simple, but this is by far one of his most potent tools. Next is probably the most confusing one for new players, the orange portal. So very simply, when you open it, it drains the opponent's meter, and unlike with the bone cage, you don't have to place this one. Whenever you open it, it automatically tracks to the opponent. But the really busted thing about this is that if they stay in the orange portal for long enough, you get a hit of armor. And I have some examples here on the screen as well of me playing in some actual matches, and opponents get so frustrated because once you do this, especially if you spin the bar to make it last a lot longer, there's really just nothing they can do. Quan Chi kind of becomes a boss character, and you just feel kind of overpowered when you use it, which is what makes it a lot of fun. The green portal and the orange portal together are kind of busted because they can't approach you. Then you open the orange portal, especially if you use the meter burn version, and they're kind of just, it's a nasty setup. They're cooked, especially if you use it like I do here with the bone cage, where you limit their mobility options even more. So I'm not even halfway done, but as you can see, there's already a lot that Quan Chi can do, and especially if you use it with Serena setups. So, let's see, do I want to go to, what else? Oh, so let me talk about some of his pokes. This back kick, and I would say this and the bone cage are really his most potent tools. The green portal, the purple portal, the orange portal, they're really just good at, like, if you have those, it's usually just game over for the opponent. But this is how you set everything up. The back kick and the bone cage. Once you have that, your opponent's options are just so limited. They don't have the lateral mobility to just move back and forward with all of these kicks that Quan Chi has, and especially if you use the bone cage. They can jump out of the bone cage, but as the Quan Chi player, you're very aware of that, so you're always ready for them to jump, and you can just do an anti-air, or you can just backstep, because usually they try to jump kick out of it, and literally if you just backstep, there's not really anything they can do. You just get a full combo off of that. So next I'll talk about Serena. So this one, if you literally just press the cameo button, she drains your opponent's meter very fast. It's even faster than the orange portal. It's really busted when you have both of them out. And her next spell circle regenerates Quan Chi's meter, I should say. And so that's really good because a lot of Quan Chi's most powerful stuff is very meter dependent. But if you pick Serena, he just kind of never runs out. He has infinite meter. And so that's why I said that, you know, she's also his best cameo pick, because she has really solid space control, and she also lets him basically regain his meter, but also if you want, you can deny your opponent's meter as well. And I did also say that I would show some other cameos as well. Serena is definitely his best one, but Motaro absolutely has some sauce. In this combo, he kind of gets a combo off of his projectiles, which is crazy, and a lot of characters just can't do that. In this one here, you know, Motaro also shoots 3 projectiles, and that kind of gives Quan Chi a setup into his giant EX skull for a full combo. That's one of the hardest ones to pull off online, but if you do, I feel like it's just such a statement to the opponent. Like, you really know what you're doing. People kind of play a lot more cautious when you actually do this online, and it's just one of the more fun things to do as well. But yeah, I think overall, Quan Chi is definitely the most fun character in the game, and like I said, he is probably top 3 most difficult characters to master. Maybe Kenshi, Geras are even the only other 2 characters that could even be mentioned in the same category of difficulty, but I think he's definitely the most rewarding. When you run into a Quan Chi player that knows what they're doing, it's going to be really difficult for you to win. Let's just keep it at that. And I know I kind of went kind of quickly through some of this stuff, so if you guys want me to do another I guess tutorial / guide, or if anything was unclear, or if I need to expand on anything further, just let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to do so. Thanks.
Humiliated. So disappointing.